Hello everyone, welcome back to the Human Reviews channel, and today we are listening to Led Zeppelin IV. Just finished listening to Led Zeppelin III, literally like 10 minutes ago. I did the same thing that I did last time where I just filmed the two albums back to back, and yeah, I'm really excited for this one. Out of all of the first four, it's close between this and Zeppelin III that I was most excited for. I'd probably say this though, because this one easily has the best reputation of the first four. And also this album has like all of the band's biggest hits. You got Black Dog, Rock and Roll, Stairway to Heaven, When the Levee Breaks. I've heard Rock and Roll and Stairway to Heaven, don't know about Black Dog, and I don't know about the final track. But I definitely know I've heard at least two of the songs on this album. And if I've heard the other two as well, that means half of this isn't going to be a first reaction, but we still do it anyway, okay? Because we need to do the full discography. Sound came out in 1971. It is 8 tracks, 42 minutes, about in line with the rest of the first four. I'm excited for this one. Let's just get straight into this. Track 1, Black Dog. Whoa, very rhythmically interesting. Why'd they invert the cover? Oh, this is the cover for the remaster. Yeah, I know I've heard at least two of the songs on this album before. I don't think I've heard this one. This is just so rhythmically weird. And the drums on this one are amazing. The way he's incorporating the toms into the main beat there. Whoa. Interesting panning on that vocal there. It was like barely audible, but they still had it like panning around. That was kind of cool. Nice. Don't even mind the fade out there that much. Yeah, that was a fantastic opener. Yeah, never heard that one before. That seems to be like it's the second biggest song on this album. Never heard it. Fantastic song. Nice to see him going more back into the hard rock after how folky Zeppelin III was. Yeah, that was just a great, very smooth hard rock track. Fantastic riffs. Like lots of fucked up rhythmic stuff going on in that track. Like I was constantly like, it felt like I was like tripping over myself trying to figure out what like the specific rhythm of the different sections of the song were, and it's mostly due to John Bonham just placing the crash hits and stuff really weirdly, which is probably intentional to try and like get the listener into a false sense of security and then like surprise you with something as weird and not out of time necessarily, but offbeat as a lot of the stuff he's doing on that song is. Yeah, nice harmonic stuff going on from Robert Plant as well throughout that song that I think brought this up a decent bit. Great opener, just about as good as I would expect from a Led Zeppelin opener. You know, all of their openers are like end up being like one of, if not the best song on the album. That's like kind of the trend with their stuff I've noticed. 9.6, no complaints from me. Fantastic way to start this off. Next up, we have a song that I have already heard, that basically everyone has already heard. The song is massive. We have Rock and Roll. One of the most interesting intros, because this sounds out of time. 1, 2, 3, 1. Yeah. Really cool. Like, people have fucking studied how to count that intro. Let me go back again. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's so weird. Just a random bar of 3 at the end there. So cool. It's been a while since I've re-listened to this. I forgot how great the main riff of this song is. That's so fucking cool. Is your favorite Zeppelin song as a kid? Understandable. This shit goes crazy. Great soloing here. Both the lead and rhythm sections, in terms of guitar, are going wild on this one. Shit's just so densely layered. Where a lot of their previous albums have thrived off of having simpler instrumentals, this is so packed with so much different shit going on at once. You even get a little solo at the end. Pretty fantastic fucking song, I can't lie. I don't know what score I originally gave this song last time I listened to it on stream or whatever. It's a 10, to be honest. Pretty incredible, honestly. Feels like it could even be the opener. Like, you get that iconic drum intro. It feels like a great way to open an album. Yeah, it sounds like they're playing a simple song, but it's so densely packed with so much guitar stuff going on. Multiple lead sections. Sounds like multiple rhythm guitar sections going on at once as well. Little piano going on in there. Crazy fucking bass line. And, of course, John Bonham somehow carries that song, even though there's so much other stuff going on as well. The song is iconic. It sort of feels like it has an almost 50s rock and roll feel to it, just with Led Zeppelin's massive, aggressive, heavier sound sort of mashed in with it. There's so much to unpack with that song that, like, I could sit here and talk about it for hours. For now, I'm just going to say that song is a 10. One of the best Zeppelin songs we've had up to this point. Endlessly replayable track, iconic, so much cool shit going on, particularly with the drums, but also the guitar and the piano in there as well. Really great chorus as well. Flawless. Flawless track. Easy. Incredible. Great shit. The Battle of Evermore. I'm playing the deluxe. Yeah, you got alternative versions of all of the tracks on the second disc there. I'm not going to be listening to any of those on this. Whoa. Damn, that falsetto just caught me so off guard. I like that we're bringing back the whoa, voice crack. I like that we're bringing back the folk rock here. Nice re-implementation of it. Very nice. Crazy harmony. Wow. That sounded so, like, unsettling. I was literally just about to say that almost sounds like a different vocalist. The fact that I wasn't sure at first, I was like, is that Robert Plant doing that falsetto? But no, okay, Sandy Dennis. Great feature. The fact that they get this different vocalist in here. Yeah, these two, like, different vocalists, they complement each other so well. This about Lord of the Rings, I was literally just about to go on Genius to see what this song's about, because I'm kind of getting an understanding of this, but I want to, like, actually properly understand this shit, so we're going to get this song up. It's the only time they ever had a guest vocalist, huh? Oh wait, it's the Battle of Evermore. Evermore... I've never watched Lord of the Rings. Is Evermore a place in Lord of the Rings? It's an epic Celtic folk saga relating a mythological struggle between good and evil. This song is notable within Zeppelin's catalogue for several reasons. It's the only track the band recorded with a guest vocalist, yeah. It's notable for its use of the mandolin, okay, played by Jimmy Page, and the complete lack of percussion, an ironic departure for this particular album, given that John Bonham's drumming on every other track is legendary. Yeah, this one is about Lord of the Rings. Okay, Evermore is a Lord of the Rings thing. Okay. It contains some of their most overt Tolkien references, whether the song describes a fictional universe. That fictional universe is the subject of much debate. The lyrics also clearly reference the epic battle of Camlan. Okay, we're getting into shit I don't know about now. I've never watched Lord of the Rings. Oh, well, the night is long, the beats of time pass slow. This is seriously fantastic. This feels like the folk rock stuff they were doing on the previous album, brought to perfection. This is such a step up. Oh, and the two vocalists, they just play off of each other so well. Very similar voices, they have great chemistry. Yeah, and the fact that it's entirely acoustic instrumentation as well. With the previous album, that usually matched the acoustic instrumentation with electric guitar, but this is just all acoustic. Oh, damn. Yeah. That's like the most impressive thing on this album so far, is that fucking harmony right there. That was stunning. This is easily the best album in terms of Robert Plant's vocals. Nice. Holy shit, that echo. The way it's able to just ramp up in tension as well. I'm floored by this song, honestly. You know, this to Zeppelin III feels like what Zeppelin II was to Zeppelin I. Where Zeppelin I was a great album, and then Zeppelin II was just them ironing out all the kinks and refining their sound to near perfection. This feels like that for Zeppelin III, where Zeppelin III was great, but it's them sort of like having some minor struggles in terms of like figuring out a new sound. This song feels like the folk rock sound they were doing on the previous album, just completely tightened up and brought to perfection. I would give that song a 10. Honestly. That was fucking stunning. That was one of the most gorgeous songs the band have made. Well, up out of the first 4 albums, at least. I'm floored. The way that song is able to just ramp up in tension is beyond impressive. With just acoustic instrumentation, you have the mandolin and the acoustic guitar matching each other beautifully, almost in the same way that Robert Plant and what was her name? Sadie something, right? Oh, Sandy Denny. Robert Plant and Sandy Denny's vocals sort of have a similar relationship to the acoustic guitar and the mandolin on that track, where they both are so very similar and they match each other so well, but when combined they create like a certain dissonance that is haunting and beautiful at the same time. And again, just the way it is able to be so grand and larger than life whilst being as simple as it is. This is like peak folk rock right here. This is like the pinnacle of that shit. That is amazing. It's a pretty fucking fantastic album so far. Yeah, easy 10. Easy. Alright, Stairway to Heaven. Here we go. I've not heard this song in a while. It's this song is 8 minutes? Holy shit, I don't remember it being that long. It's becoming your favorite album there so far? Honestly, same. A generational 3-track run to start it off. Now we got Stairway as well. Like, look, besides all of like the memes and shit, like the Stairway riff, it's a gorgeous intro. Having the woodwind matching the guitar there. Smash Mouth reference. Oh yeah, I love seeing like artists like going back through and explaining shit that they created. Oh, Fantano posted his Kendrick review. Fantano posted the Kendrick review. I'm gonna be watching that after this. Whoa, wait. Yeah, chat, I need to be real. It's been so long since I've heard this in full. It's been probably, I don't think I've heard this in full since I like even started this channel, to be honest. So I don't remember anything about this song besides the intro. One of the most iconic intros to any song though, seriously. For a good reason. It's gorgeous. Especially in context with the previous song, it feels like the calm after the battle. The forbidden song, exactly. Isn't the joke like if you play this in a guitar shop, you get kicked out? Or in a music shop, I guess? Like someone starts playing it and like a worker will come over and tell you to shut up or something. Wait, by the way guys, what are your thoughts on my mug? This is what awesome looks like, guys. Right here. Oh, it started in Wayne's World? I think I've seen Wayne's World. It's been forever if I have. Like since I was a child. Oh, man. That is... damn. It's been 6 fucking minutes? Ah, this bit. Okay, yeah, I remember this bit, yeah. Very well played, yeah. The pacing of the song's fantastic. Forbidden drummer, probably Smells Like Teen Spirit. I don't think there is a forbidden one, but it would be that. To be a rock and not to roll, it's actually a very interesting line. I guess that's meant to be like to be eternally stuck in place or something. Listen, I could sit here and I could say the song's overplayed. I could sit here and say, oh, the riff has become too much of a meme. Or I could be honest. Song is another 10. Generational 3-track run. Generational. Rock and roll, Battle of Evermore, and Stairway to Heaven. Fucking nuts. It's flawless. What can I say? It's actually flawless. It's been so long since I've heard that song, I didn't remember the majority of it. But man, that intro, absolutely iconic. You literally could not find a more recognizable intro to a rock song besides maybe like Smells Like Teen Spirit. Like the way the electric guitars with like the cleanest, most perfect tone ever blend in with the acoustic guitar, like perfectly like take over its place. And the song just slowly builds in tension all the... yeah, slowly... I can't speak. Slowly builds in tension until the very end. One of the best written Zeppelin songs as well. That song is just poetic as all hell. Like, that shit is just literal poetry put into a song. The only complaint about the song is it's too short, deserve the prog type length of later Zeppelin tracks. I could maybe see a longer version of this song, but 8 minutes... This is the longest song in the discography we've had up to this point, I think. I don't think there's been any longer ones. There wasn't any longer ones on Zeppelin 3. Considering that's the fact that it's the longest Zeppelin track we've gotten up to this point, it fucking flies by. Because it just does such a good job at setting you so gently into the world of this track. It paints such a beautiful picture. Like the album cover, honestly. You, of course, are seeing the fucking remaster album cover that's all like, you know, color distorted. Oh, sorry, color inverted, I should say. Song has the same effect as Wish You Were Here. It was played to exhaustion, but it's still great. Yeah, it's Zeppelin Smells Like Teen Spirit. Everyone's heard it. It's overplayed, but it's a perfect song. You can't fault a second of it. Alright, halfway point of the album. I'll give some quick halfway thoughts, I guess. The first half of this album is setting this up to be the best of their albums up to this point. Black Dog was a great opener, near perfect, and then you get 3 perfect songs back to back with Rock and Roll, Battle of Evermore, and Stairway. This shit is spotless. Actually spotless. It feels like them taking what worked on the previous albums with the hard rock and the folk rock and just filling it up with even denser instrumentation, even better recording quality, even sharper writing. And they like, we have multiple iconic songs like in the first half of this album. Like you have Rock and Roll and Stairway to Heaven are the ones I'm familiar with. And then Black Dog is also a massive song as well, apparently. I've never heard it before this, but apparently that song's huge as well. The first half of this album is near perfect. Genuinely. I'm very excited for the rest of this. Next up we have Misty Mountain Hop. Smells Like Stairway to Heaven, yeah. Favorite album cover by Led Zeppelin? That's a good one. Zeppelin 1 might be my favorite cover of theirs. It's just such a striking image, you know? Whoa. Damn, the layering on this sounds so incredible. Whoa. They're doing so much interesting rhythmic shit on this album where they just like establish a certain rhythm and then they mess with it. They like move stuff back by an eighth note or something like that. Or they just completely mess with like, not necessarily the time signature, but the placement of everything. Is there meant to have no title? I prefer that it's just Zeppelin IV. No title, no credits, no cover, nothing. That probably would have been a bad choice, yeah. Whoa, great halftime. What, did the stream get taken down? Wait, did we get taken down? Didn't the same thing happen in the first one, where it got taken down halfway through Zeppelin 2, and now again taken down halfway through Zeppelin 4? Consistency is key, I guess. Another great track. Probably, I don't know, it is probably my least favorite up to this point. It just feels the least impactful, especially coming after Stairway. But still, it's a great burst back into the hard rock side of the album. Really nice pickup in energy. Now it's buffering, is it? What the hell, man? Yeah, it does look really behind. Hold on a sec. Stream settings. It's on low latency, and I'm having decent Wi-Fi. My internet just hates me today, man. And YouTube. Yeah, that song was a nice burst of color, burst of energy after Stairway to Heaven. Thought it was really well paced. I like how intense it was. I think, again, just bringing back the super over-the-top crazy riffs and Robert Plant providing another very ridiculous but also self-aware performance is nice. Again, probably like my least favorite up to this point, but it very much isn't like by a large margin. It's by like the tiniest bit. Probably give it a 9.4. The final cover design shows an antique painting of an old man with a bundle of sticks in his bag, hanging on by a... This painting was found by... Oh, it was literally found in an antique shop. Damn, that's pretty cool. Alright, down to the final 3. Next up we have 4 Sticks. Oh, he's playing with 4 drumsticks? Oh, I thought that was just him hitting the rims. Yeah, the time signature switches are really interesting. Honestly, yeah, I thought this was gonna be like... I was worried that like going into that stuff that I wouldn't like love it as much as people do, but no, this is like living up to its reputation. One of my hands are cold and one of my hands are warm. It's really annoying. Whoa. It's so subtle. You don't even notice it goes into a different time signature. Oh, the song's called Four Sticks. And he's okay. Hold on a sec, chat. I'm getting a call from my mum. I need to answer this. Jesus, stream gets taken down. My mother's calling me. We're getting all the interruptions. Yeah, honestly, same. Like, based on the songs I'd heard, I liked them. But this is just making me, like, becoming Led Zeppelin pilled, is I believe what they would say. Four Sticks, very fun track. Yeah, the fact that it's named after the fact that John Bonham's playing with 4 drumsticks, it's kind of goofy. I like it though. It's kind of a fun title. Song itself, incredible guitar tone on that one. I think that the guitars throughout that sounded fucking fantastic. Yeah, cool shit going on with the drums as well. Again, the clickiness of the playing with 2 sticks on each hand does add like a nice extra percussive layer of this, and just adding like another sort of texture to the track that makes it way more interesting. Also, the switching time signatures, the fact that it's so subtle but also kind of disorienting at the same time, it's just so fucking weird the way that they go about it. This album's not missing, like, even in the slightest. I don't have any complaints about that. 9.5, really incredible. Yeah, this is like easily their best up to this point. This album is firing on all cylinders, and I have absolute faith that the last 2 are going to be just as good. Going to California. This song is also one of their bigger ones, so it's possible I've heard this.
Someone told me there's a girl
Another
out there
folky ballad. Ooh. Whoa.
Took my chances on a big jet plane.
Is that banjo? Wait, is it? It doesn't sound like an acoustic guitar. Is it mandolin again? Probably mandolin? Yeah. It doesn't sound like a banjo. Inspired by the adoration of Joni Mitchell, huh? So with the original version, because I'm listening to the remaster, is the original version of this, I'm guessing it'll be in mono, right? Oh, was the original in stereo?
Standing on the hill in the mountain of dreams, telling
Whoa.
myself it's not as hard.
Man, I was gonna say, the panning on this is fucking nuts. Seriously. Yeah, whatever this remaster did, I've never heard like the original versions or anything like that, I don't think. Not with headphones at least. Whatever the remaster did must have been pretty incredible, because this is like actual perfection. Nice fade as well. Very appropriate fade. Because the song sort of feels like a guy sat like on a carriage being pulled by horses or something, just playing a guitar and singing. And it sounds like that guy just riding off into the distance at the end there. Felt very thematically appropriate. Oh yeah, no, this album is like everything that they've done on the previous 3, just done better. It's taken what, like, the hard rock and bluesy stuff that they were doing on Zeppelin 1 and 2, and it's taken the folk rock of Zeppelin 3 and it's saying, yeah, you thought those albums were great? Nah, those albums are nothing compared to this. This is like them just perfecting their style. It's a melting pot of all of the previous 3 albums with just the best recording, the best production, the best, like, most dense instrumentals. All of the band are at the top of their game on this one. I legit have had not a single, like, even nitpick about this album up to this point, I don't think. That song's genuinely a 10 for me. One of the simplest songs on the album, but it's also one of the prettiest. That song feels like them going back to the more simplistic nature of sort of what they were doing with the more folky stuff on Zeppelin 3, but just creating a much more satisfying, much more immersive atmosphere with this one. Painting a bit, honestly, this song kind of feels like it even represents the cover, like just this guy out on a farm carrying all of these sticks, leaning over a wall for a sec, trying to catch his breath. That's what it reminds me of. It feels like the best representation of that cover, and I like when music matches the cover. That was fantastic. That was a absolutely gorgeous song, seriously. We're here. We're at the end of this album already. I've been recording for just under an hour. When the levee breaks, this is apparently one of John Bonham's like most iconic drum parts. I don't think I've heard this song there. Yeah, people call me that sometimes too. Oh, really? Damn. Oh. Whoa. Didn't need to go this crazy with the harmonica, Jesus. Cymbals sound incredible. You really get to hear them properly ring out. Sounded in 264 songs, damn. Oh man. Lots of great, like, experimenting with the guitar to create very unsettling, eerie sounds on this. But that was the harmonica? Was it? Sounded like guitar. Oh no, it is harmonica, yeah. It sounded like soloing on the guitar, to be fair. You know, I said the last song felt like the best representation of the cover. Interesting vocal effect. I said the last song felt like the best representation of the cover. I'd actually say this song is a better one. The drums just make it feel like this guy marching on, occasionally stopping to catch his breath, not knowing where the hell he's going, but knowing he's got to get this big, heavy cargo somewhere. The lyrics do have a very, like, end-of-the-world feel to them, yeah. Has a somber feel to it? Yeah, it feels very much like, I don't know, it feels like existential dread. That was incredible. You know, I said the previous song was a good representation of the album cover. Nah, that song was a better one. Okay, that song literally felt like after this guy has lost everything, he has just packed up a bunch of sticks and he's just heading out, not knowing where the fuck he's going. He's just off on an adventure to try and find out where to start like a new life or something. It really has the feel of like the end of this guy's world, and now he's gonna have to try and figure out how to, I guess, start a new one for himself. And it is really mainly Bonham's drums that make it feel like that. They just have such a massive, like, marching feel to them. It makes it literally feel like this guy trudging along, occasionally stopping to catch his breath. But it just has such a certain dread and somberness to it that really ties it all together. That song is nuts. Such a great, like, wrapping up of this album. It really is like this album in a nutshell. It is taking elements from all of their previous albums, that song, and just blending them perfectly and creating an essentially perfect song. Yeah, I got no complaints about that one. That is a pretty incredible track, to be honest. I'm feeling like I'm debating what score I'd give that in my head. It's a 9.8 for now. I wouldn't quite give it a 10, but on a re-listen it might be a 10. That was Led Zeppelin IV. This is the best album that we've had from them up to this point. Easily. Not even like, well, I'd say not even close. Led Zeppelin II is kind of close, but this is like everything that they were doing on the first three. It's a melting pot of all of them, and it is doing everything they were doing on those albums to perfection. Seriously, this is a spotless album front to back. Whether you're talking about Black Dog being this incredible intro, Rock and Roll being one of their most fun songs, Stairway to Heaven and the Battle of Evermore are both these insane, epic folk rock tracks. And then, while the back half I don't think is quite as strong as the front half, it still is 4 incredible songs. The last 2 songs I think are perfect as well. This album is everything I want from a Led Zeppelin album. It is just all of their styles done to perfection. It's more instrumentally dense. I think that the recording and the production is a step up. I think that the writing on this album is easily the best it's been. The performances are fucking 10 out of 10 perfect across the board. I don't have any problems with this album. Genuinely. Not a single, like, nitpick that I can give. This is a damn near perfect album, dude. I'm gonna add up my scores, and then I'll tell you what the overall score for the album is. Yeah, feeling a 9.8 out of 10 on this album. This is as close to perfection as I think Led Zeppelin gets. If Physical Graffiti is better than this, it's probably going to be an actually perfect album. I'm floored. I am floored by this. This is literally everything I wanted. 5 perfect tracks, and then 3 near perfect tracks to go with them. Who knows, maybe re-listening to this, I don't think the whole album's a 10, but genuinely, this album is probably going to end up being the highest scored out of the Zeppelin discography, and for good reason. This is nearly perfect. Physical Graffiti is immense. I'm so fucking excited for that album. I cannot describe how hyped I am to get to that one. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think of this album down below. How does it compare to other Zeppelin albums for you? Let me know what other albums you'd like to see me listen to in the future down below as well. Links in the description to my Discord, my album of the year, my Twitter, and my second channel. Check those out if you haven't. Like and sub as well if you haven't, because we're on our way to 2K. And yeah, I'll see you all whenever I next stream or upload. Bye bye.